If there's one thing Junior has always been terrible at besides getting good grades, it's relationships. Over the years, Junior has dated Cody's mom, accidentally became the boyfriend of the conjoined twins, literally brought one of his girlfriends back from the dead, spent years chasing Penelope, and somehow managed to end up with one of the craziest girlfriends in SML history. Today, we're looking at every girl Junior has ever liked, dated, or almost ended up with in chronological order. Let's get started. The first girl Junior has ever dated wasn't even supposed to be a kid. In Bowser Jr.'s girlfriend, Cody creates a machine that is supposed to make his mom younger. Unfortunately, it works a little too well. Instead of looking younger, Judy actually turns into a child and ends up going to school with Junior. Almost immediately, she starts showing interest in him. She even passes Junior a note asking him to be her boyfriend. And of course, Junior says yes. The two ended up hanging out together, watching a movie, and eventually sharing their first kiss. Except, the second they kiss, Judy transforms back into an adult. Junior looks up, realizes he just kissed Cody's mom, and completely freaks out. He calls her a pig, and she immediately starts running away. Safe to say, the relationship didn't exactly have a happy ending. As weird as Judy was, Junior somehow managed to top it almost immediately. In Bowser Jr.'s girlfriend problem, Junior and Joseph desperately need help passing a test. Ping and Pong offer them a deal. They'll help them cheat, but only if Junior agrees to become their boyfriend. Thinking it's just a harmless agreement, Junior accepts. He passes the test, but then Ping and Pong proudly tell Jackie Chu that Junior is now dating both of them. Jackie Chu immediately tells Junior that he basically has to stay with them forever. Junior goes from celebrating a good test grade to realizing he accidentally signed himself up for the worst relationship imaginable. Thankfully, it doesn't last very long. Junior's first real love interest was Heidi. She first appears during Heartbroken, where the two begin getting closer. Unlike Junior's previous girlfriends, Heidi actually seemed like someone he could have a normal relationship with. Well, as normal as SML gets. Everything changes during Bowser Jr.'s wings. Joseph accidentally drops Heidi from the sky, and she dies. Yeah, that actually happened. For a while, it looked like that was the end of Heidi's story, but later, the redo button completely changes everything. Junior gets access to a device that lets him reverse previous events. He undoes Heidi's death, bringing her back to life, and the two officially become boyfriend and girlfriend. Unfortunately, the relationship wouldn't last forever. Eventually, Heidi faded out of the series, making room for someone who would become Junior's biggest love interest. That someone was Penelope. The first time Junior meets her in Hunky Cody, he's immediately interested. The problem? Penelope couldn't care any less. If anything, she spent most of her time making fun of Junior. Instead, she had a crush on Cody, which was never going to work considering Cody is gay. For years, Junior kept trying. He asked her out, he flirted with her, he tried to impress her, nothing worked. Every attempt ended with another rejection. It honestly became one of SML's longest running jokes. Most people probably assumed Junior would never actually date her until one episode completely changed everything. In Junior's crazy girlfriend, Junior decides to take one final shot. He asks Penelope out. She says no. Again, completely defeated, Junior turns around, walks over to another classmate, Jenny Wobblenees, and asks her out instead. Surprisingly, Jenny says yes almost immediately. Now you think that this would finally be the start of Junior moving on. Nope. The second Penelope sees another girl showing interest in Junior, she suddenly gets jealous. Almost instantly, she changes her mind. So Jenny's entire relationship with Junior basically ends before it even starts. Seriously, it might have lasted less than 5 minutes. Poor Jenny never really had the chance. With the Jenny out of the picture, Junior finally starts dating Penelope. And honestly, this relationship is by far the longest one in SML history. But it definitely wasn't the healthiest. Junior constantly became jealous. He worried Penelope would leave him. He overreacted to almost everything. Episodes like Junior the Crazy Boyfriend show him taking things way too far after convincing himself Penelope was cheating. Then things got even messier. At one point, Penelope actually starts dating Bully. Although that's during the whole Junior pretending to be Bully situation. So yeah, it gets pretty confusing. Later, Penelope dates Nigel for several months. Junior and Penelope also break up multiple times. One breakup only lasts about a week. Another becomes more serious. Even after separating, it's obvious neither of them completely gets over the other. Throughout all the episodes, the two keep finding their way back into each other's lives. Whether that's a good thing is a whole nother question entirely. Junior decides it's finally time to move on from Penelope. His friends encourage him to start dating someone else. That's when he meets Annabelle, Bully's ex-girlfriend. Junior's pickup lines didn't exactly impress her, but she agrees to be his girlfriend anyway. Mostly because Junior wants to make Penelope jealous. Sounds like a terrible idea, because it is. Almost immediately, Annabelle becomes obsessed with Junior. She does not want him talking to other girls. She constantly keeps tabs on him. And eventually, she places a tracker on him so she always knows where he is. Instead of escaping the relationship drama, Junior accidentally ends up in the arguably craziest relationship yet. Talk about bad luck. Looking back, Junior's dating history has been absolute chaos. He dated Cody's mom after she got turned into a kid. He accidentally became the boyfriend of conjoined twins. He literally brought one of his girlfriends back from the dead. He spent years chasing Penelope, finally got with her, broke up more times than they can count, and somehow managed to end up with an even crazier girlfriend afterward. At this point, finding the right girl might honestly be impossible for Junior, but knowing SML, his dating history is probably far from over. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know what SML topic I should cover next. Thanks for watching.